The head of the country's largest liquor retailer has warned the classic silver pillow is doing it tough, as Aussies increasingly shift to drinking less but better. BWS Chief Executive Guy Brent said the cask wine category had been declining by around 5% annually. Cask wine as a category is declining, he said. It's holding up reasonably well, but it has been declining for the last couple of years. But again, even in cask wine, we are seeing there is more demand for the 2 and 3 litre casks than there is for the 5 litre. Mr. Brent said mainstream beers were also a challenging market. People are being more adventurous, drinking international or craft beer, he said. Also from a spirits point of view, people are trading up. The Woolworths-owned bottle store, which has more than 1,300 locations around the country, has over the past 12 months been using big data to roll out customized product ranges for every store. The Kirribilli store, for example, would be a 50 to 60% wine store, while the Blue Cattle Dog Hotel outlet in Western Sydney's St Clair would be 50 to 60% beer. We have moved away from having a one-size-fits-all approach to really tailoring our ranges to the local demographics, Mr. Brent said. We use pretty extensive data sets, demographics, supermarket data and product trend data, to figure out what the right range is for each of those stores, but then we've overlaid the big data feeds with feedback from our store managers. My local BWS store in Kirribilli is what we would class as super premium, so it's going to have a super premium wine, spirit and beer range. But actually that's a bit of a generalization, because what we see is you actually get diverse demographics in any one of our stores. For instance, our Mosma store needs to have all the major beer lines for the traders who finish work on multi-million-dollar houses, and also needs a super premium spirit and wine range. BWS Chief Executive Guy Brent with customer Christy Lee Source, News Corp Australia. Mr. Brent said the tailored ranges were producing results both in Woolworths' daily Voice of Customer survey and sales uplift. The survey score for overall store and in particular having the product I want has increased nicely during that period, he said. And we've also been able to get an above average increase in sales of premium products across wine, beer and spirits. Meanwhile, BWS says it plans to gradually roll out home delivery, free for orders over $100 and $10 for orders over $20, across more of its regional network, after launching in 400 metro locations in October. In terms of a percentage of sales, Mr. Brent said home delivery now made up single digits in stores which offered the service, but it was growing rapidly. This weekend is going to be critical to ensure we are providing the right type of customer service in the busiest trading period of the year, he said. We launched in metro areas partly because that's where we see the greatest customer need, but also because that's where the logistics are easiest, but it's a service we want to roll out more broadly across the network. BWS is a convenience player. This absolutely is a service customers are finding solves a lot of their problems.